Hey guys, good morning. It's a lovely, absolutely lovely Wednesday in New York City. After a full day of rain yesterday, you can actually see the sky. You could see New Jersey from where we are across the water. It's a relatively balmy 61 degrees. It's just a nice day. If you're hearing a little nasal in my voice, it's not because I'm getting sick. We'll just leave it at that. I got to work a little late this morning because I was waiting for the guy to come fix the cheese drawer in my refrigerator. You're probably like, well, how in the world could you possibly have broken the cheese drawer in your refrigerator? Well, our lives changed as we know them the day Harper was tall enough to open the refrigerator by herself. Everything changed. It opened an entire new world for her, the 3-year-old. 2-year-old still can't do it. The day she was able to open it up and not have to ask for something, but see everything, still can't reach it, but it was a tough day. So you open it up, and she could just reach the bottom of it to open up, and it's like all her for one, then all her for the other. The only thing she could hit with 2 hands is the cheese drawer. So she pulls it open, and as the cheese drawer opens, I call it the cheese drawer. We also keep some turkey and other things in there. As the cheese drawer opens, the top comes up. So you pull, and the top comes open, and when you push it, you know the top goes in. There's no sense of delicate anything from Harper. Door opens, and then it's this. Wah! Like as if you were starting a generator. You remember those old school videos, Connor, of how you would start a generator? You like yank as hard as you can until your lap falls off your body?
Yeah.
That's how she opens the cheese drawer. It's this. Boom! Well, you do that enough, and for what? A cheese stick? I'm so happy to get that kid a cheese stick. But she'll open the refrigerator and go, and then it starts beeping because you're open too long. Beep, beep, and then she goes, Mom, refrigerator's broken. Every day. So anyway, cheese draw's broken. The guy came to fix it today, and I said, do you want me to take a picture of it and send it to you so you know what? Nah, I'm good. Comes in and says, oh, I wish I knew what this looked like. I don't have the part for it. I was like, of course. Remember that part where I was going to take a picture of it and send it to you to save the time? Didn't save any time. So now the guy came and I waited, and then the guy left and nothing got done, and I got to work late today. So much for good intentions. And then Stephanie got in late last night. Quinny, for whatever reason, she regressed a little bit in the sleep. She woke up at 4:00, like not 3:59 and not 4:01. Somehow she knew it. I'm convinced she can tell time, even though she doesn't know when to watch her clock. And that was it. And we've been up since 4. It's been a tough morning for us. And then Harper had a little bit of a hard time with Steph. She forgot her jacket, then she forgot her lunch bag, and Steph forgot her phone. Needless to say, 3 or 4 forgets later, back and forth upstairs, they missed the bus. Harper had a little bit of a conniption fit. I had to run and go to the gym and just get out away from all of it. So I had a relatively relaxing hour at the gym once a week or once every 2 weeks. I try to just do cardio, which for someone with the attention span of a vagina, doing cardio is really hard. So got on the bike for a half hour, took every last ounce of will and power and energy every last ounce for me to stay on the bike for a half hour. Like, just do this for a half hour. I was listening to stuff, it just wasn't helping. My goal was to do it for an hour, but after a half hour, it's not that I was tired or out of breath or my legs hurt. I physically didn't have it in me to stay on there. So I jumped on the treadmill for a little bit, and then I shot. I had some fun. I play around. When I have extra time in the gym, I do some videos, and then came back upstairs. Quinny went to a class. Harper was in school. It was one of only 12 times since I had children, maybe 8, that the entire apartment I had to myself. Like, I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what to do. I really did. So, like, I walked around a little bit. I shut the lights off. I walked into my bedroom. I sat on a chair. I just looked around. I wanted to hug the quiet. Like, can you hug I wanted to just hug the quiet. Then I looked at the clock, and the guy was coming soon. I had to rush and take a shower, and that was the end of it. But it was a decent morning, and somehow I have managed to get congested yet again, because the gods of sickness hate me. Or maybe the gods of sickness love me, and the gods of health hate me. I just can't seem to stay healthy. But that's it. We have a fun show today. We have Joanne Orzug, an awesome chef. She's coming on to do what we didn't let her do yesterday, which was cook Asian lettuce wraps, turkey Asian lettuce wraps, chicken, turkey, Thai Asian lettuce wraps. I make the word longer every time. And then we have this really cool singer, Sarah Merrick, coming on the show. And whoever is up for a couple games, we will do that. But other than that, relatively quiet night. I posted a picture last night of my bed screaming at me at like 8:45 with Lance's picture. Did you see it, Connor?
I did.
It looked good, right?
It looked very good, yeah.
Yeah. I know that Lance wanted me to leave all the extra stuff on the outside.
I noticed that.
It didn't work because it wasn't hitting, it didn't stay on the wall.
Right.
It kept pushing off the wall. So we ended up, I forgot to tell Lance that. I ended up having to cut it. But it still looks beautiful because I love Tissot watches. So Tissot actually sent me, they have a clock. And it's with their watch face. And you can see it in my picture. And it's a watch face. It's a clock though, but of the actual picture of a watch. Am I making sense with the words I'm using? Okay.
Wow.
Right. So you see your watch. Imagine that as a clock. So like big, but as a clock.
Okay.
So that's basically what it is.
Cool.
And it's red, which is the only thing that matches the red.
Is it in the picture?
It's in the picture. The only thing I wanted for our bedroom when I decorated it was I wanted it to look like a hotel room. Like, there's nothing better than when your bedroom is cozy. Just like a hotel room. I want hotel sheets and a hotel room. The rest of the house, we gave that to the kids. But there's something, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, there's something like...
Satisfying?
No.
I didn't hear the beginning.
Neither did I.
Tell me again.
Like, there's something like, I think it starts with an S, about your bedroom. Like, you want that to be...
Sanctuary?
Sanctuary? Can you use that as an adjective? Sanctuarious? Is sanctuarious a word? And you know what? Bigly. I'm going to make it a word. Sanctuarious. You want your bedroom to be sanctuarious. But yeah, sanctuary. Sanctuary.
Sanctity.
Now I've said it too many times, it doesn't even sound like a word. So anyway, that's what the bedroom situation is.
My mom said it looks really good. I noticed how the clock was pulled together, having the painting in the room.
Kari, can you be my friend? I mean, I love your son to pieces. I just feel like you and I get along so well. Your son's like, was that in the picture? Meanwhile, you're like, I love how the red brought in from the left side and it brought everything together. Do you see it now? Can you use a smaller device to see it, maybe?
I see it.
This is what Connor's doing right now. Literally like with his eye. As if he's looking through a peephole.
My mom said she noticed it right off.
Love you, Kari. Good stuff.
She's got an eye for decorating.
So do I. Although we used Dana Wax. She does some interior designing here in town. And she did a few of our rooms. I mainly needed help with wallpaper. The key is wallpapering one side with texture, and then the other sides are paint. And it brings it all together. People get too excited with texture and they do everything, or they with wallpaper. Do you remember when you walked into my house, you have all that, it looks like seagrass or whatever you call it? I love that.
Yeah, I like that too.
As opposed to white walls, doesn't it make such a difference?
It's got some texture.
Yeah, it makes it warm.
Yeah, I like that. Marv said, good morning, good luck with the cooking segment today.
Marv, as long as the brunt of the work is in someone else's hands, I'm just along for the ride. It's good stuff.
Iceman said, did you mean sacred?
Sacred? No, sanctuary is what I meant, but I used it as it's your sanctuary.
Sherry says, good morning, Jenna and Connor.
Sherry, your hat went out yesterday. You should get it soon.
And Vinny Shaw said, where have I seen you before? That's almost a normal question we get. Yeah,
that's pretty normal. I used to be on the Today Show. The Today Show is almost unrecognizable sometimes now. It's like different, just a different show. But now I'm here. Who knows where I'll end up? Hopefully it'll be here forever and ever and forever, ever? Forever, ever?
He says, Vinny says, yes, Today's Show.
Yes, Vinny.
Alfred Peterson says, so this is what it's come to, talking about wallpaper?
Yep. There was a lady on my... You know what? We're going to jump right into my new favorite segment called People Who Hate Me on Twitter.
All right, one sec. B. Hambert said, ever thought of doing a podcast?
Yeah, but now you get to see me live. Isn't this more fun? Like, you get to see me on my phone right now. Here's this woman from last night. This was my favorite. You ready?
Matar said, hey, buddy, happy Women's Day.
Hey, buddy, back at ya. Where did she go? Carol Tucker, ready? Jenna, only with one N, Jena. Like, if you're gonna insult me, like, and rip me to shreds, just spell my name right.
Yeah.
Like, give me a little respect. Anyway, Jenna, spelled wrong. I know you are trying, but your shows aren't good. Sorry. I mean, that's my thing of the day. So it's to Jenna Wolf and the Jenna Wolf Show. Jenna, I know you're trying, but your shows aren't good. Sorry. Dear Carol, and I followed her. So when people insult me on Twitter, I just follow them. So they know that I read it. It's easy to just write, insult. Following me. Yeah, we see it. So I'll just write back to you live. Dear Carol, I'm so sorry that you don't find this show appetizing or appealing. It's totally fine. To each his or her own. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a great weekend. Love, Jenna. Also, my name is with 2 N's. But that's inconsequential. Neither here nor there.
I love it. That's great. Okay.
My friend Deb Kaufman, who's a sportscaster, she's the Devil's sideline reporter.
Yeah.
She gave me that advice. She was my best friend. We used to host a show together at MSG. Her advice to me was anytime someone gives you something bad on Twitter, just follow them. Just follow them. Mm-hmm. Like, don't do anything else. It's subtle. And all of a sudden they get a notification. Jenna Wolf is now following you. And for some people, they're like, ugh. And I've gotten people that have written back and said, you know what, like, it's easy for me to write this stuff. I never think you're ever going to read it, but now that you are, I'm really sorry, probably blah, blah. And then you have other people that don't care.
So like the classic, kill 'em with kindness.
Kill 'em with kindness.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't know the kill 'em with kindness mantra? The one Donald Trump. I happened to turn over to, I've usually been watching sports in the morning between SportsCenter and Mike and Mike. But this morning I had, because I was up early from 4 o'clock, I had on Morning Joe. And like, they were just going off. I mean, including every Republican on that show. I mean, not everyone, but obviously there's only Joe. But on Trump's accusing, you know, Obama of wiretapping his phones, I guess. And I don't know, if Lance was here, I know what he would say. He would say he's just doing this to take your eyes and ears off, like the Gitmo tweet or everything else. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's very calculated. And maybe he is, and maybe that comes from months and months of working with Lance. But I'm having a hard time believing it. Anyway, all right. Who else?
Sherry said she was thinking the same thing about Trump.
Right? What are you doing?
All right, let me get to some comments. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, DiCaprio says, nice shirt. That's become like a daily comment from DiCaprio.
He likes my shirt?
He or she.
She?
I think she.
Is it she? All this time, I actually kind of thought it was Leonardo DiCaprio.
I think it might be Leo.
Do you think Leo DiCaprio is watching and likes my shirt? Do you want to know what's really cool about this shirt? Is this? It's zipped down to the back. Do you see?
Wow.
All right, it's not that
So cool.
You want to talk about wallpaper?
Sharon said it's Steph's, LOL.
This one is actually mine.
I'm just joking, it's cool. Patty says, top of the morning to you both. Jenna, you need hand sanitizer. I don't know, maybe that was something to do with...
Because I'm sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yet again. I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
Patty says, love you here.
Did you know that Michael Westbrook scored 58 points? Is that possible?
Yeah. But I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay, go on.
Last night?
Yeah.
Satin Lady said, hello, Jenna Wolf. This is Satin Lady 65 and her
Sad
son...
Lady?
Satin.
Oh, okay, good.
Satin Lady 65 and her son Christopher sending you much love from New Jersey.
Hey.
Hope you're having an awesome day.
I am. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Satin Lady.
Peggy Krause said, good morning, Jenna.
Good morning,
Barbara
Peggy.
Feinberg says, okay. Sorry. Barbara's right, sacred. Or
No, it was
comforting.
sacrimony. It was Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Alfred Peterson. Oh, I already read that one. Katie Kale said, hey, hope you're having a great day.
Yeah, I am. Thank you.
Tiny Kindle, hi, I watched your workout video on here this morning to the Rocky theme song, and it made it look like a scene from a Hollywood movie.
Oh, very cool, Tony. Should I do more of those? I should do more of those.
Yeah, maybe put the Rocky theme song on it too.
You gotta teach me iMovie.
Okay. I was just messing around with it for the first time last night, and I picked up some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Alfred Peterson says, why aren't you on the Today Show anymore?
I moved on. I wanted to do something every day where I was actually using my skill set every day, and I felt like on the Today Show I wasn't on that much. I was on like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to challenge myself a little. Hopefully this works.
Vinny Shaw said, did you co-host The View one time?
No, I didn't co-host The View. I did Meredith Vieira's show, I've done Dr. Oz, I've done, I did Morning Joe, I co-hosted Morning Joe one time. Never did The View. I didn't do anything at ABC.
And he also wants to know why you're not wearing red.
Is today a red day?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants you to wear red.
Oh, it must be something that I'm missing. I usually am. Is today like National Heart Day or? Alright. Let me know why.
Yeah.
Tell me why you want me to wear red.
Barb says, where's the picture of your bedroom?
It's on Instagram.
Steve Sharp, Today's Show is not the same without you.
Thank you. Tell the Today Show that.
Katie Kale says, she's so pretty.
Thank you. Is your name really Katie Kale? I love that.
It's Katie Donnie Kales.
It's very cool.
Alfred Peterson, do you have a problem with Tiki Barber?
Not at all. So obviously someone's Googling me. If you Google me, excuse me, an article that comes up is a ridiculous thing that the Daily News thinks happened between me and Tiki Barber like 8 years ago, maybe even more, when we were in Beijing covering the Olympics, where they thought he said something that he didn't, that insulted me, and it didn't. I'd be the first to tell you if I was insulted by something, but he didn't even say it. We were talking about a total medal count, and the paper thought he said a total medal something else, and ran with it, and it was absolutely crazy. But I love Tiki, and I actually moved into his office after he left the Today Show.
Really?
Yeah. So since then, since people thinking that I had an affair with Matt Lauer, which was in National Enquirer, like, I don't believe everything I read now.
Fair enough. Tanya Boykema says, can't please everyone, just do you. I love that you share your family with all of us.
Thank you very much for saying that. I appreciate you appreciating that.
Gonzalez Carlos, Jenna, what's new?
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What is new? I don't know what's new. I'm trolling along. I'm trolling along.
It's like 21 questions. Alfred Pearson, do you smoke?
Definitely not. In fact, I've never even tried smoking, nor have I ever smoked pot. Although one time I thought I wanted to try, so I kissed someone who had smoking pot, and I was like, am I high? Am I high? I'm high. Am I high? Am I high? My friend Marcy's like, you're a moron. You need to stop talking right now. So that was the closest I ever got. But I'm a little bit of a nerd in that sense, a little bit of a health nut.
Someone said yes about Tiki. He called her the C word,
He
I
didn't.
think, but he wasn't nice to her.
No! I could text Tiki right now, and let me see if he'll call me, okay? If he calls me on the phone, will you guys agree? Let's text him right now, and you'll see. Tiki. Tilly. No. I can't see. What?
I can't see.
I can't see anything.
You want me to keep going through comments
Yes.
while we do this?
Yes.
Alright, Tony Kendall says, or Jenna, you could use the program I use for editing, Coral Video Studio Pro. It's really easy to use. Alright, we'll look into it, Tony. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
For editing Coral Video Studio. Okay, cool. Thanks. Andrew Alexander, Alfred, if you're going to be mean to Jenna, why are you here?
Why is he mean to me?
He's the one asking about, like, all the...
Oh, it's okay. You can read it. I mean, you can say what you want to say. As long as you're not mean to other people, you could be do whatever you want to me. Okay, I just texted him, even though who knows what the hell I wrote because I can't see anything.
Marv says, good morning, switch to the Facebook feed. Probably smart because I'm not on the Periscope right now. Curious, does Steph wear your stuff? I'll
No.
get back over to Periscope though.
Steph does not wear my stuff, ever. That's such a great question. Wouldn't you think that if I wore her, she'd want to wear mine? The difference is we care about different things. Steph really cares about clothes. Her clothes are high quality, very expensive, really good clothes. I don't care about like clothes as much. It's not the most important thing for me. You know, like she'll eat a cheeseburger, but then wear like $700 shirt. Like I will eat a kale salad with steamed vegetables and wear like a cool T-shirt with a Superman logo on it from like my favorite store, Target. And we're just different with what we care about, you know, or what we focus on, not what we care about. So she doesn't love my clothes. I don't love her entire diet. Tony Kendall's probably going nuts right now. I love Target.
Alfred said, T blocked your calls so your texts won't get through.
Alfred, why you gotta hate me so much? Hold on. Oh, he did. Look. No, just kidding.
Tony Kendall said, sometimes Coral Video Studios sold at Best Buy. Do they have that store there in New York? Best Buy. Do they have
Best Buy?
Best Buy.
Yeah. We probably have a Best Buy.
Yeah, we have a Best Buy. Aaron Hoyle says your buddy Al Roker likes to reply to those mean tweets and it's hilarious.
That means it gets under your skin. Listen, no one wants to hear something nasty about them. Like, it did make me feel good to say, hey, guess what? I know you're trying, but it's not working. Your show sucks. Like, I don't want to hear that, but that's your opinion. We all have opinions. I have opinions about a lot of things. I don't always share them with with everybody. But if you find the need to do it, then be prepared for someone like an Al Roker to write back to you.
Satin Lady said, my son got me the most awesome ticket, Yanni, for tonight.
Oh, Yanni's a great show.
Brian Yarger, do you recommend anything food-wise to eat when you were sick as many times as you have been lately to try and boost your immune system?
I mean, I eat so well. I eat my blueberries and my antioxidants and I take my vitamins and I'm not sick. I'm not sick.
Okay. Okay, everyone said my mom, Vinnie Shaw, it's International Women's Day. You're supposed to wear red.
Oh, well, maybe Connor should have told me that this morning.
I didn't wear any
You
red.
didn't wear any red.
Shoot. I
don't
got
wear any
orange.
red.
I got red on my watch.
Yeah, you do. That's thanks to me. I can change. You know what? I can change
That's
the
cheating.
face of my. All right.
That's.
I got nothing.
Okay.
But I'm a woman, so I got that going for me.
That's true. Alright, that's fair. Okay, next 1, 2, 3 said, did you get the correct pan for cooking? It was a nice looking set.
Yeah, we have a great pan. We're all set today. Look at that. We are gonna make some big ass lettuce wraps.
Anyway, can't really see it, but I'll see you later. Okay. Iceman says she does a great job anchoring on MSNBC.
Wow, Brendan Marshall signed a 2-year deal with the Giants.
Actually?
Yeah, Brendan Marshall signs a 2-year, $12 million deal with the Giants. Thought for sure he was going to try to go to the Patriots.
Wow.
Yeah. What does that mean? Oh, anyway, we
I don't think it
discuss
means.
another time.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Amy Duzing says, hello to all Jenna Wolf Show people. Switched to almond milk in my iced latte today. Not too bad, thanks.
Good, and you'll save yourself calories. It's good for you. If you still want to do lattes, try to do that. You could do almond milk for 30 calories or skim milk for 90 calories or something like that.
BP Just B says, so are you a fake news believer?
Do I believe in fake news? No. I think the answer is no.
Okay. The real Allie Beck with her update.
Oh, Allie, obviously I can't see the comment, but the words that Connor's about to read are anything other than finally left that guy, got on the plane, and now I am home sweet home loving my life, I'm going to be woefully disappointed.
She says, "Hi Jenna, I took Band-Aid off and getting on plane now. Hope to see you on the show and in New York City for sure."
Yes! Everyone give Allie Beck a hand. She just broke up with someone. She needed to do it. It was a toxic relationship, I assume. And she did it. If you're going to do something anyway, do it. If the Cowboys are going to release Romo, just release him. If you're going to break up with someone eventually, break up with them. Start it now, get it over with, and be done, and move on. And get your healing underway. Because you're just delaying the inevitable.
Yep. All right.
Good for you, Allie.
Allie says, "I donated all my clothes my ex got me to charity, and
Wow.
I'm getting on the plane today. Thanks for the girl power Band-Aid off on way to New York City."
Yes! Now, I don't know if I would have donated all my clothes. Might have kept some of those, but... Not that Steph's going to leave me, but if she does, I'm keeping the clothes.
Keeping her clothes?
Whatever. Let's not semantics.
Judy 1534 says, "Jenna, what is your go-to meal when eating out? It's overwhelming looking at the menu sometimes with all the grease and cream sauces, trying to lose a few lbs."
So then order it your way. And be the annoying Harry Met Sally person when you go out to dinner, right? Get your protein, whatever you like, your fish, your chicken, even a piece of meat if it's lean, whatever it is. And then can I have the vegetables, but can you steam it? No butter, no oil. Just get used to saying it, no butter, no oil. Well, does the fish come with sauce on it? Yes, it's a cream sauce. Can I have the sauce on the side? Sure. And what else does it come with? It comes with asparagus. Great. Can you have that with no butter and no oil? And if they won't do it, then say a drop of oil. Finished. Lay off the bread basket, lay off the carbs, and you have a fantastic meal. And start off with a big old salad to sort of fill you up so you're not starving when your meal comes.
Okay. Simon says, "Who wants Adrian Peterson? He's now a free agent up for grabs."
Look, Adrian, I think that you don't hear a lot about Adrian Peterson right now because a lot of teams aren't 100% certain they want to do something with Adrian Peterson. I think if he was a big guy that a lot of teams coveted, you would hear more about it. Will he get signed? Of course he'll get signed somewhere. And he's not going to make the salary that he was making at all, but he will get signed somewhere. He's a fantastic running back. He's just not going to go somewhere and be the man, and he's going to have to fit into someone else's system. But let's wait and see, I think, what happens in the draft also.
Simon thinks he's done.
Simon, I'll make a bet with you that I don't think if he's done or not, I don't know, but I say a team signs him.
TMC says, "I think he could have one more 1,000-yard season." Simon says he wants $18 million.
Not going to get $18 million. I don't think he gets more than $6 million this year.
Yeah, it's going to be way less than 18. I would be very, very surprised.
He's not. Mark my words. He will not get $18 million.
I don't think anyone
Nobody's
can even push their cap that much. Everyone's
not getting $18 million.
Geo Guy Gardner says, "I don't want Adrian on my Giants." Simon says, "I agree with that."
Who's the Giants fan? You guys just got Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall from the Jets just signed a 2-year deal with the Giants.
GL Guy Gardner.
Yeah, GL Guy Gardner.
All right, Sarah Dunspolsky. Good morning, guys. Russ Dillon.
Russ Dillon?
Yeah.
I know Russ.
Russ Dillon.
Russ works for Major League Baseball. What did he say?
He said, "What's in the cup? How many calories?"
Dude, I could have gone with a latte, which is a lot, but I ended up going with coffee, spilled some out, and put like this much almond milk in. So it can't be more than 15 calories. And anyway, Russ, where are you now? Like, are you in town? Do you want to come on the show with us tomorrow? We would love it. I'm looking for someone to talk sports with me for an hour tomorrow to just set up a little bit of baseball, a little bit of college basketball. Will you come on the show? I'm begging you, Russ. I need you. Melon, we need you. What movie is that from?
Melon, we need.
Melon, we need you. Quick, whoever can guess it, I will send you. I'm gonna call you right now.
All right.
Don't Google it, guys.
Come on, don't just write
Melon,
it in.
we need you. No Google. Alright.
All right. Guess no one wants a phone call.
That's probably why they're not writing it in. What if I send you
Ferris
something?
Bueller?
No.
That was from Fred Proud.
Fred was a really good guess though. Around the same time.
GL guy says I googled.
Well, you googled
At
wrong.
least you're honest.
And you googled wrong.
No, he didn't even guess. He just said he googled.
Oh, no googling. All right.
Aaron Hoyle says back to school.
Yes. Aaron, did you just be honest? Did you Google or not?
Be honest. We can tell. TMC says Pretty in Pink.
No, it's back to school. I know a guy who could do the most amazing dive.
Tony said back to school also. Chris Carosella says I googled. Cheaters.
Cheaters. You're all cheaters.
Aaron Hoyle said totally. No phone call for me. Well, we appreciate the honesty. Amy Dusing said Rodney Dangerfield movie. Oh, well, that means Tony, did you Google?
It is the Rodney Dangerfield. Boy, this guy really seems to care about what? I got no idea.
Simon says, Jenna, do you talk hockey?
A little bit. You know, I haven't done sports in many years, and when I stopped doing sports, I just focused on the sports that I love. Hockey wasn't, you know, I grew up in the Caribbean, so hockey wasn't my go-to sport, so that was always more work for me. So when I stopped doing sports, I focused more on what I love, which is football, some basketball, some baseball, and hockey I did a little bit, but I'm getting back into it now slowly.
Fred Proud guessed Ferris Bueller. You said, at least I was legitimately wrong.
Yeah, you were. We should call you Fred because you at least guessed without Googling. He's like, no, I did Google.
I Googled and I got it wrong. Tony says no Kindle. Tony Kindle says no Googling for me. Saw that movie when I was 13 and just remember that quote.
Oh, I love that.
So are we giving Tony a call?
Oh, I have got a really bad cramp. Must be menstrual. I could do all the lines from that movie. That was with Robert Downey Jr., Rodney Dangerfield, and who was the woman in that played the English teacher? That was what I always say. He goes, the answer to the question, number 17, subset B, we had Roman numeral 3, include 4, no, 2, and it went on and on and on, 17 different parts. He goes, is 4? And the answer was right. You should go see it. It's so funny. Okay,
what's it called?
Back to School.
Back to School.
It's
okay.
really funny. It's
are we
about
doing a
these two
phone call
colleges.
today? For this one, or are we gonna do something else?
No, no one really got it.
Okay.
You got to do it for real. Otherwise, we're just giving away phones.
Yeah. All right.
I'll do another one.
Dean Lee says you should write a book on diet and exercise. That's such a good idea.
Okay. Hold on a second. Done. Here it is. This is a whole book on diet and exercise. But it's even easier than that. Because you don't open the book and be like, ugh, what diet and stupid recipe and big ass exercise that I'm never going to do I have to read? Every day I give you one small thing. That's it. One tip. I do it for 30 days. And after 30 days, if you've done every tip, you are in shape, you're on your way to losing weight and feeling good. Thinner in 30. It's on Amazon.
Marv said, isn't this sort of a podcast, or is a podcast audio only?
A podcast is audio only unless people attach like a Facebook or a live streaming component to it.
Shayla Spry says, good morning, guys. Alfred Peterson says, did you see the show Hamilton yet?
No.
Are you part Irish?
No.
He's got a lot of questions. So.
I know, and I appreciate it.
And
I'll
they're
answer
all,
every question.
there's no theme, there's no rhyme or reason.
No, and you're wrong with all of them. Are you Irish? Do you smoke?
The answer's no to all.
Does DP rate you? I know. I think he thinks I'm someone else.
Tanya Markham Boykema says, good news to share. My daughter just committed to attend the University of Iowa in the fall.
Is that a husky?
She's going to...
The University of Iowa is
that's it's a bird.
Hawkeyes.
Hawkeyes.
Yeah, baby.
She's going to study speech pathology. So proud of her.
Good for
Enjoy
you.
your daughters. Time goes by fast.
Who is that amazing punt returner from Iowa who ran track and field for them, white guy, and then got drafted as a punt returner? Bald.
When was
years
this?
ago.
I don't know.
I forget it.
Is he still playing?
No, it was like 15 years ago. Is Rustalin? Did Rustalin come back?
Al Roker's in the house. He says white guy.
What am I supposed to say? Caucasian? I didn't want you thinking it was someone else. Al, I thought you're not supposed to be doing technology for the week. Or was that just a day?
Alfred Peterson says Giants are going to the Super Bowl next year.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson is going to the Giants, he says.
No, I don't see Adrian Peterson. I don't think Bob McAdoo's taking Adrian Peterson. What do I know? I don't know. Who knows?
Al says, no, that was just the day we taped the piece.
Oh, just so I'm clear. You did it for one spot? I put you up on an anti-tech pedestal. For like a week, I was like, that's my hero. Like, this guy can go without tech for a week.
Al says he went 24 hours.
Did you also go 24 hours without peeing? What was the other thing you did for 24 hours? You did the weather. And you went to pee. Why do I think peeing? Something with pee. Anyway, you did something for 24 hours. I think you did the weather, right? For 24 straight hours?
He said 34 hours.
That's a random number.
Wait,
Why only 34? Were you just shy of 48, or did you way over past 24? And is that the record? Maybe that's the record.
Record for what?
For doing weather in a row. For just doing nonstop weather.
Oh. I think wait. Oh, yeah, he said the previous record was 33 hours, so I guess he did 34.
Let me tell you why I love that. People say to me, how many pull-ups can you do? And I say, I could do one more than you can do. That's all I say. Because I'm not in the business of breaking by 100, I just want to beat you by 1. So, if you can do 20 push-ups, I could do 21. I'm not going to do 40. I'm just not. So Al figured the old record was 33 straight hours of doing weather. Why go 40? I'm just going to do 34 and call this a day. I respect that, dude. I respect that about you. It's my exact mantra.
Okay.
You know what my other mantra is this year, right?
No.
What's my other mantra?
Fateless and fearless?
No. Don't say maybe when you want to say no.
I never heard you say that.
I just said it. Okay, that's my mantra.
Okay.
Don't say maybe when you mean to say no.
Okay. I like that.
Right?
Because there's so many people that are so flaky about making plans and...
Do you know how many things I'm sort of doing for people?
Yeah.
Because all I do is say, I'll get back to you. Too much.
Yeah.
No more.
Simon says, Jenna, do you believe in everything in moderation?
No, actually, I don't. You would think I would say yes. But I think a lot of people take moderation too far. So they're like, look, I don't see why I can't just have one entire cheesecake. It's not the end of the world. Well, that's not moderation. That's one big fat cheesecake.
Huey says, then someone feels like they can come back and beat you by 1. That's
Fine.
my challenge.
Okay, then I'll come back and beat you again by 1. But that's okay. I'm not saying it's the best mantra. It's my mantra, and it's Al's mantra.
Al says, I went for my first potty break. The audio guy left my mic on,
Yeah, I
so
remember
I
that.
was the live streamer.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was the live streamer.
He did.
That's good.
They left his mic on.
The live streamer.
And then people ask what I miss about the Today Show. I'm like, urine samples, genitalia, all the good stuff.
Live streaming.
Live streaming.
That's
He was
good.
the original live streamer. That was very good, Al. Live streaming.
Okay. Marv says, do you think Tebow will be successful with the Mets?
I mean, you want my honest answer?
Al says, wait, bit of a jump there.
What did I do?
Oh, well, wait.
I don't.
You don't think he'll be...
I like him.
Oh, he said, bit of a jump there, genitalia.
Don't you remember when we had Janet Taylor on? And instead of saying Janet Taylor, I got all bunched up in my head and I called her Dr. Genitalia? That was certainly not on purpose. I thought for sure they were going to fire me.
He says, actually, I do.
Of course. I did a few stupid things.
That's
like
hard
that.
to forget.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Janet Taylor told me that she told someone on the plane recognized her for that.
Our record says, I miss you.
I miss you too, buddy. I miss you a lot. I tried to stop by the show yesterday, and there's a big picture with my big X across my name on it, so I couldn't come in. I'm just kidding.
It's like, if you see this woman,
If you see this person, run as fast as
call
you
the
can.
police.
Please call security immediately. Anyway.
He says that's true.
Probably. Well, I was really upset. This has nothing to do with anything, but there was always a picture of me in the library at at Geneseo or Binghamton or whatever school that was. And then, you know, Flo from the Geico ads? Not Geico, Progressive. She also went to that school. They took my picture down and put her picture up. Flo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Simon says, please report if you see this woman on the premises.
Yes.
My mom says, let's get Al on the show.
I know, Al. Everybody wants you to come on. We had Lester on last week. Come hang out with us.
Fun.
We'll talk. I'll ask you the funniest questions you've ever been asked. Whatever that means.
Vinny agrees. Let me see. Simon says you got bumped by Flo.
I got bumped by Flo. They treat her like a god on campus. I'm like, hello. I've got my own live streaming internet show. Do you guys not know that? It's named after me. Flo just does commercials.
Yeah.
Who keeps texting? I don't understand. Oh.
Simon says, how in the world?
How in the world did I
you get bumped by Flo?
I don't know. I don't know. All these questions. I can't. What?
Al says, I know I would come on, but your show is so short.
Hey, the beautiful thing is since we're on so long, you could literally pick any time frame and we'll still be on the air. No, we're changing it up. When we run out of things to say, we're done.
Al
Within
said,
4 hours.
how would you fit me in?
Who said that?
Al.
It's very easy. You come on, I ask you 16 questions you probably haven't been asked before, and then we do a speedball round. And then we play one game of the Whisper Challenge. And that's it. And you're out of here in 45 minutes, and people get to see the Al that everyone says, is Al really that funny off the air? That's what I wanted people to do with Lester. Like, I don't think people get to see how funny Lester is anymore. And he was really dry and funny. So I brought him on, and I thought he was really funny. Like, I don't care what Lester thinks about Donald Trump. I care, you know, what Lester had for breakfast on Thursday, and like random stupid things that are funny, or what his superstitions are, the last time he got nervous, things like that.
Al says, how would you get me on? And how would you get me on the show?
Probably with a car service. I'd have someone come and get you, wrestle you down, wrangle you up, bear hug you, fit you in a car, bring you up here, wrangle you again, drag you up, sit down next to me, and make you start talking. Or I would just come to your office, and we would do it in your office. Ooh, a sentence you'd probably want me to say for a long time. Your office is actually literally 8 steps from my apartment, believe it or not.
He says...
it's going to be some snarky comment.
It's not snarky. He says, I'm going to show up at around 11 p.m. when Stephanie's out of town.
I'm sure we'll be on the air, so...
We'll still be live.
There's a chance we'll still be doing the show. But, what are you going to do? Ow.
Okay. Alfred Peterson, is it easier to publish a book online or the old school way?
Online. From what I'm hearing, everyone's writing books online now. I didn't even know that was an option.
I wonder where he's getting all these questions. Like, what?
You must have Googled, like, what questions to ask Jenna that have nothing to do with Jenna. But they're great questions. I love getting asked questions. All I do is ask other people questions. I love when people ask me a question. And even though he denies it, I'm sure Al does too. You know, he's witty enough that he's good at it. Some people aren't good at answering questions. Matt Lauer is actually the best at it. Like, you throw 1,000 questions at him and every single answer is fresh and creative.
Really?
Al's really good at that too. Some people just aren't. There's a lot of ums and hems and haws, and they come up with something stale.
Probably right here.
Yeah.
Rachel Schwartz has just bought your book, Jenna. Looking forward to learning your tips.
Oh, awesome, Rachel.
Simon says, Jenna, who's your favorite person you've ever interviewed?
That is such a good question. Favorite person I've ever interviewed. Probably Annie Griffiths. She was the first female photographer at National Geographic. They took a huge chance, and they actually hired a woman a long time ago. Why did they take a chance? They just didn't think a woman would want to take her 2 small children and like travel to the craziest parts of the earth to photograph. And she did. And everything that came out of her mouth was so interesting and so smart. And the interview was over, and I still had 20 questions for her. So, I mean, there were a ton of famous people I interviewed and athletes and all of it, but she was really, really open, like unzipped, and here you go, and that was much appreciated.
Okay.
I wonder if that story's online anywhere.
Couple things. Okay. Someone asked, have you ever... Okay, hold on. Next 123 said Nelson Mandela as your photo recalls.
Yeah, that was the best interview I ever did.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela was probably the most poignant of my interviews, also known as Lester Holt.
And then Shady B. Ratty says, has anyone ever called you Soledad?
Yeah. I've gotten Soledad a lot. And then the other day, I got the guy that came up to me to thank me so much for all the work I'm doing in the biracial community. And as a fellow biracial member, wanted to just thank me for being who I am. I was like, me? I'm biracial? It was like that Seinfeld episode. I was like, do you think I'm actually not. I mean, I'm flattered that you think that. I don't even know if flattered is the right word, but I'm not biracial. My parents are two Jewish white people.
Someone asked if you've ever interviewed a president.
No. The closest I've come to that is I've met Donald Trump a number of times, and I've interviewed Condoleezza Rice. But I wasn't the person at the Today Show you were sending out to interview the president. Because whereas everyone else would talk about policy, I would talk about, like, have you signed different places in the White House so that, you know, your signature is officially here? What would be the one thing you would steal if you could steal anything, you know? Do you watch House of Cards? Like, these would be my questions.
Mel5680 says, if you don't have a lot of weight to lose, maybe just 10 pounds, is your book still helpful?
100%. That's great. Do you know how hard it is to lose 10 pounds? I say this every day, and I'm going to continue to say it. It is not easy to lose 10 pounds. I fully understand it. It is hard to lose 1 pound in a week, and you want to lose 10 pounds in a week, and that's just not going to happen. So I get how hard it is. So I really think it would help you.
Annie Mulgrew said Tim Dwight played football and ran track for Iowa.
Tim Dwight!
It
was Tim Dwight!
For the Falcons and the Chargers.
Annie's the one that got that? It was,
Yeah.
And he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. How do you know that? How does Annie know that? Annie, do you want to come in and do a sports segment with us tomorrow? Are you a sports chick? And I didn't even know. Am I kind of even more into you than I was before? It was Tim Dwight. Do you remember Tim Dwight?
No. Really? Oh, wait.
You don't have to Google him. It's all right. I already gave you his numbers.
Alfred Peterson, I can't tell what side he's on. He says, Jenna, you should take over this segment, Where in the World when Matt Lauer leaves.
Okay, let me just, obviously what I'm saying isn't very clear, so I'm going to be very clear. NBC needs to ask me back for me to go back. Was that clear? That was pretty clear.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah. I would love to take over that segment. I never did a Where in the World. I really wanted to. My Where in the World was like Upper West Side. It's kind of lame-o.
Oh, we got an update
What?
from Allie Beck.
Oh, Allie, are you on the plane?
I wonder if I'm related to Allie.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay.
Allie says, hi guys, waiting for my flight. Happy Wednesday. I just joined. Who are you talking about? Who are your favorite women in history? So she's waiting for her flight.
Wait, so I'm waiting on a few things. Annie, to tell me how she knew about Tim Dwight. Annie to tell me she's a big sports person because she wants to come on. Rustalyn to get back to us. And who are my favorite women in history? I'd have to think about that so I don't just give you a rash. Oh, it's not signed. Do you need it, Oi? She needs it today. Is mañana? Can I give it to Josefina? Okay, I will do that. Okay. Thank you, Yolanda. Muchas gracias.
Adios. Okay. Allie says, my dream is to be on your show and today's show. I told my agent yesterday and she was so happy for my new life in New York.
Good for you.
Allie, I'll shoot you an email this afternoon. Mel5680 said, so hard, thanks so much. She asked about losing 10 pounds with your book.
Good.
Allie Beck says, go Chargers.
Yeah.
Vinny Shaw said NBC made a huge mistake dropping Tamron Hall for Megyn Kelly.
Well, I have to call Tamron.
Simon says, any thoughts on new anchor joining today's show?
No.
No
I don't know.
thoughts?
There's no new. You mean on Megyn Kelly?
I'm not sure. Alfred Peterson said Lester turned 58 today.
58.
It's today's birthday?
I guess today's his birthday. I missed it. Someone said that the Facebook camera's out of focus.
It's out of focus? Like it's blurry or it's...
Is that Lance?
No. Where was it? Kimberly says, Jenno, I joined late. Can you give me the title of your book? She meant Jenno.
Yeah, it's Thinner and 30. It's just this. It's just this little thing that I wrote on maternity leave with a newborn at home and a 1-year-old attached to my hip. No big whoop. It was like, I have a great picture that Steph took when she walked in one time and Quinny was hanging over my shoulder, like just, hanging on here, like she fell asleep this way, and Harper fell asleep on my lap. I had a big thing on my lap and she fell asleep, like a big thing for a little mattress pad or whatever you call it. She fell asleep here, and I was writing like this. And it was really cute. And it goes really fast. And they tell you it goes fast. Every single day that you have children, like, they tell you it goes really fast. You wake up one day and your kids are off to college. Now it happens to be going very slow. I feel like Quinn has been in diapers for the better part of the last century. So I'm really ready for her to be done with the diapers.
Alex said, let's do a dating app segment about all the dating apps. I did an experiment where I downloaded 15 of them, LOL.
Josh says,
No.
He still says it's blurry. Yeah, we can do that segment.
Which one's blurry?
I said, is it Facebook? He's writing back to me. I don't know what he's watching on.
I'm sure. Anyway. Okay. Rohit said, hello, how are you?
Who said that?
Rohit.
Hi, Rohit.
Huey says, diapers, they have an endpoint. Boogers, they last forever.
Okay, well, I think with the girls, it's not as bad with the boogie. Oh, he said it's much better now. Okay, cool. We got that fixed. Woo, we got to the bottom of that one.
Good. Lauren Trahan says they should replace Flo with Jenna and Lance.
Thanks.
Marv says Lester was very good on the show. He was a bit more relaxed. Nice to see.
Yeah, he was. That's the whole point of this, is I want you to come on and be relaxed.
Chris McKenzie says good morning from Atlanta.
Hi, Chris. How's the journey going? How's your weight loss journey going? Talk to us. Talk to me.
Alfred Peterson said, then you do vodka shots.
Okay, no idea, but okay.
Andre Alexander, Jenna, I always thought your dad was black also.
You thought my dad was black? I don't even know what that means, but okay. He's not. It's fine if he was, but he happens not to be.
John Cuddles says, I'll make the call to NBC, pack your bags.
Let's do it, John. Do you work in the media industry?
Andre Alexander says NBC or ABC or CBS. Jenna can work anywhere.
Thank you.
Marv says, okay, so I'm officially up 2 pounds from the cruise. I'm working on dropping the fresh weight. Can't lose my momentum.
I love it, Marv. Well, you have us. You have us. We're here to help you. Messages.
Amy Dusing says, bye guys, I'm switching over to the Harry Connick Jr. show. Catch you later. Ha, no I'm not. I'm just going to grab a bite.
I love it. You fooled me. Take me with you. What are you getting?
Sherry said, wait, where is it? Let's keep Jenna here on our show.
Thanks, Sherry. We're working on it.
Tonic Mom says, where do I start to lose 50 pounds, age 54? I'm not an average person right now.
You're not an average person right now?
Active.
Well, let's get active and let's clean up your diet a little bit. Diet is going to really help you kickstart your weight loss journey.
Michelle Hicks says, "Hey, my darlings." She says, "Hey, my darlings, what's good in the neighborhood?"
Michelle, I put a workout on my Instagram account this morning. Did you see it? I did a 3-minute run at a nice clip, and then I came off and did those push-up plank twists, 10 of those, and then a 3-minute run and push-up plank twists. I did that 10 times. It was good. Felt it. Anyway, there you go. It was for you.
They'll be yours.
Okay. All right, we're going to wrap up soon.
Yeah.
Let's get through the rest of the comments.
Sure. Okay. Alfred Peterson says, "Can I be hired as a correspondent for this show from New Jersey?"
100%.
Not sure if
Yeah.
how much you'll get
100%.
paid, but
Oh, we can't pay you.
you won't be. You'll be hired, but you won't be paid.
Anyone that wants to be a correspondent for the show, you can. We have no money to pay, but we have a ton of compliments that we could throw your way. Like, you ask great questions, and I love your pants.
Okay. Tim Rennick says, "Flying to Switzerland tomorrow. Hope to watch you there. This is Jim Rennick, the plumber from Mississippi."
Nice. You will watch us there. We go everywhere.
Ella7 says, "Hello, Jenna. Sending you my daily dose of love from Manila, Philippines."
Thank you. Well received.
Alfred Peterson that says, "That's fine."
Cool. Nice pants, Alfred.
Life is Good Boy says, "What is the age ceiling for women hosts on the Today Show?" Is there one?
What is the
Age ceiling?
age ceiling? No, there's no
roof?
age ceiling. And if there was, they would have a mean lawsuit on their hands.
Yeah, true. That is illegal as far as I know. Michelle Hicks says, "I saw that. I posted on it."
You did. Now that I think about it, you did, didn't you? Thank you.
Tonic Mom says, "Just stay with diet." Just start with diet.
Yes, just start with the diet. I mean, I'd love you to start walking. You don't have to be active, but you need to be active, right? So just get out there and walk around a little bit. But let's start by focusing on the food that you're eating. Nice, healthy, clean food.
Simon says, "Jenna, your thoughts on ESPN? How much longer will it be around? Is it a dying breed?"
I think it's heading in that direction, but we're not anywhere close to it yet. And we're heading that direction because of the amount of information that's available on the internet. So you no longer have to wait for SportsCenter to come on and get scores and highlights. You can find it anywhere. But I think what it will slowly turn into will be more like talk show and opinionated type programming, which is what we do with WSPN here. So for us to sit and rattle off like games and scores, you can find that anywhere. So I wanted to sort of come up with engaging dialogue so that we could all participate. That's where I think ESPN's going.
Yeah, I could see them moving more to head towards cord cutting, get more towards the digital front.
Mm-hmm.
Focus.
Agreed.
Leave the cable side.
Yeah.
Probably makes most sense. Marv says, "I'm the technical walking consultant for the show. We can all work for the show."
All right. You are, Marv. You're hired.
Andre Alexander said, "This just popped into my head. Jenna to work on The View."
Jenna to work on The View?
Yeah.
You know that The View would have to hire me first, right? Like, I can't just call up and be like, "Hi, is The View there?" "Hi, it's Jenna. So I'm going to start tomorrow, and then what do you want me to wear?" Like, they have to call up and ask me to come by. So call them and tell them.
All right. Donna says, "Are you famous, and happy Women's Day?"
Thank you very much.
Huey Freeman says, "My household has never had cable or satellite. It's not the future of broadcasting." Cable.
Yeah.
All right. We got a guest here.
Oh, they're here?
Well, downstairs, I think.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, Sarah Mayer is coming up next. She's like the happiest person I've ever met. Literally, she's coming on because I've never met a human that's happier than Sarah Mayer. I don't think she's ever had a bad day in her life. So, cool. We'll talk about it. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with Sarah, who's a Larry Fish guest. So you know that there's a lot of backing behind her. And then we're going to cook at 1 o'clock. We got some good stuff going on. So we'll take a break. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Real quick, 8 seconds. Michelle Hicks, did you get my message about the cereal cafe? Thought that was awesome.
Yes, you should go there in London. Do
Fine.
it up. All right, we'll see you. Connor, dunk your head. Dunk your head 1 second. Does lose.